Okay, so um I have officially locked in my pick'ems for quarterfinals, and I don't even know what I was choosing. Okay, because I didn't know we had pick'ems for groups, so I didn't do anything on the group stage. I just did the crystal ball one. And now I'm looking at this and I'm just like, quarterfinals, who do I think is gonna win each match? And looking at the bracket, like, oh my god, this was one of the hardest choices. This was just because here, this one, Royal versus EDG. Because seeing both their games, like the games that they've played so far, it was so difficult to pick which one I want to go through. Yeah. Genji versus C9, they're both strong teams. And I have made my choice, and but this is my choice. Yeah, you can see my name. Fine. Yeah, it's like Genji, Damwon, Royal, T1. And honestly, this was actually like not hard but not easy. Yeah, but I went for Genji because I've watched more I've checked out more of Genji's stuff. So I'm a little more familiar with them. But C9 is like, okay, so my time zone is on the eastern half of the world, so plus GMT plus 2. So based on the time matches occur, I watch more LCK matches. So like when I first got into League of Legends, the first matches I watched were LCK. So Damwon, T1, Genji, like those are the teams that I knew the most. Then I started seeing stuff like Cloud9, 100 Thieves later on. And like Cloud9 is one of the teams that I actually really like from other leagues. So now it's like choosing between two teams that I actually watched. And then I chose Genji because I've watched more Genji's content. Then T1 versus Hanwha. Like I will admit, I did not know stuff about Hanwha Life until these games. And but I enjoyed them in the there's a cat. But I enjoyed them in the play-ins. They were really good in the play-ins, and it made me understand why everyone on my TL was going on about the Church of Chovy, and it was like, oh, this is good. But then T1 is like the team that fascinates me the most and that I have had the most fun watching. Wait, why am I doing this in this mode? Yeah, whatever force had me doing it using the back cam without showing my face. So, yeah, I get the stress. I'm starting to understand the stress fans have when they're making like their tickets on sites for like soccer and basketball and stuff. Cause just choosing my teams, it felt so bad. Like it felt good, but it felt bad because then it's like they're all good teams. Just looking at how far they've come, like all of these teams have made it to quarterfinals, and they're all teams that I was kind of rooting for in the earlier stages. Like in group stage, they're all teams that were good to watch during groups. So now having to pick between them in the quarters is just like, ugh, like wow. But yeah, so I'm I don't even know what to expect. Like I've made my pickums, but I'm just like, do I want this? Do I not want this? So I think the only team that I can say I want to see like go through right now, I was really hoping T1 would be in a separate bracket from Damwon because I wanted T1 versus Damwon Kia to be like final. Like I wanted that to be the finals match because they're the two teams that I've enjoyed watching the most, and they're both strong contenders. So I was really hoping to see that in like a later game. So I'll still get to see them versus each other, but that's semifinals, so it doesn't carry as much, and it's so hard to pick who wins. Cause then whoever wins has to go to finals, and I'm not even sure who my finalist contender is from the top bracket. So like bottom bracket, I chose T1 because I've been watching T1 the most. Okay, it's the team I've had the most watch time of, like, not just their matches, but when I actually tried to search stuff about the team, the players, I looked at a lot of T1 stuff. So, yeah. But then I've been really getting into like Damwon and Hanwha since the world started. So a part of me is just, I still have an affinity for them. And like, okay, not really an affinity, but a part of me wants to see them go far as well. But I'm choosing to stick with it and say I want T1 finals. And it's because I'm just thinking of the T1 versus Damwon game. I'm just like, this is why I wanted them in separate groups so that this match could be a finals match. And Hanwha, I will admit I did not know Hanwha until the play-ins. Then they did so well in the play-ins, and that just got me like thrilled watching them and seeing them advance this far just feels great. And I finally got why my TL was full of people talking about like Church of Chovy and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, this team is like really good. So it makes me wanna see them advance. And wow, I'm just so like, it's an easy pick for people who have been like following a certain team or a certain league for a long time. But like for me, who this is my first time watching World, like I only got into league beginning of this year. Yeah. Was it? Yes. Beginning of 2021. That's when I got into League of Legends. And then they have those missions to like watch stuff on their site. That's how I found out that there are esports teams and everything. So that's how I started checking out some of the matches whenever I could. And that's how we've gotten this far. And I'm looking at it and I'm just like, wow, okay. And then so tomorrow's match, and it's best of 5. And then the first team, so today is 21st. So matches will be tomorrow. The first match is tomorrow. T1 versus Hanwha. And oh, I want T1 to win, but I want to feel bad if Hanwha lose. And I think this is why people say like, just watch your team and move on. But again, they're all such good teams. I can't help but watch them all. Yeah. There should be a purpose to this video, but I don't think there is. I just got stressed making my pick'ems and decided to turn on the camera. Yeah. The other one that I had a tough time choosing was Royal versus EDG, because I don't have much watch time from their league and I don't know the teams well, but seeing the games that they've had so far, they are both really strong teams. So part of me wants Royal, part of me wants EDG, and then I'm just like, a big twist, a cool twist, the way EDG and T1 were in the same bracket, we're in the same group in group stage, like they're both in group B, then they're in separate brackets now. But imagine a final where we get like the group match repeats itself, like T1 versus EDG ends up being our finals. Like if EDG beat Royal and then beat between Cloud9 and Genji, whoever wins, then T1 beats Hanwha and beats the winner between Damwon and Mad Lions, then it'll be like a repeat of the earlier match. It will be like come back with vengeance or something. That would be quite cool, actually. Well, but I don't know. Yeah, so I guess we can say theme of this video: people who watch League of Legends, or those of you who watch esports in general or sports. Like, how do you guys pick your teams, and how do you feel when you have a scenario like where multiple teams that you like have to verse each other. Like, how do you handle that? Because I'm looking at this, I'm just like, oh my goodness. Because I watch them, and whenever I don't always watch like matches on the Law Esports site, but then I'll like Google the teams when I find a team that interests me. Like when I'm watching them and I see a player that intrigues me, I'll go on Google like, oh, Deft, and then read stuff about Deft. Oh, Teddy, and then read stuff about Teddy. Oh, Faker, read stuff about Faker. Like that. So it ends up with me liking like knowing some members from each team and liking a little bit of each team. So those of you who are like core fans of a specific team, how do you like choose your team and how do you decide? Because I'm so not really lost. I'm just in a state of confusion where I feel like no matter what team wins, like a part of me is happy, a part of me is sad with this matchup, especially the Damwon T1 matchup, because I think those are the two teams that I've really checked out a lot of and that I do quite enjoy watching. Yeah. You can also tell me what teams you will be watching and what team you support. And yeah, we can start a discussion about this and just, yeah. So just let me know what you guys do and how this goes for you guys. Yeah. But all the best to whichever teams go through and to whichever team wins the finals. I will hope it's the team I'm choosing. I might be wrong. I have zero experience with this. But I'm choosing by faith. So, yeah. And yeah. Bye. Let me know in the comments.